Hey everyone, welcome back to another Ralph's Retrospect. I'm over at Brian's house today. As you can see the cool stuff in the background, awesome stuff. I'm personally a Nintendo guy, but today I'm going to give Sega Genesis a shot. But not the normal Sega Genesis stuff. I got a couple hack games I'd like to play. The two hack games I actually want to play today are Mortal Kombat Unlimited, that's this one here, I actually have a cart for, and the other one is a Ultimate Mortal Kombat Trilogy that someone had hacked for the Sega Genesis. And they're both really neat games, and I can't wait to show them off because they're really, really cool. So without further ado, let's do this! Okay, so we're going to start off with the Mortal Kombat 2 Unlimited. And you'll see that what's really cool about this is that it is a hacked version of the Genesis game, Mortal Kombat 2, but it has some really cool stuff. There's some stuff in the options. I'll leave everything stock right now, but you can change a lot of stuff. There's actually even a hidden code. If you look in the README file for the patch for this game, there's some extra codes that you can turn fatalities on and off and do all kinds of really cool stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what some things are for the game. So as you can see, the palette actually has more colors than the original Sega Genesis version. It's actually more colorful and more vibrant. But you can also play as Kintaro, Smoke, Noob Saibot, Jade, and Shao Kahn. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start off, and I'm going to play as a new character. I'm going to play as Kintaro. Kintaro is one of my favorite characters from Mortal Kombat 2. He's really hard to beat, and I just want to see how overpowered he is. So he's going up against Baraka. Alright, let's try this. Oh, also thing I want to point out too is that they actually have Mortal Kombat 1 stages on here. Really cool. Whoa, that kicked it a lot of damage. 2. Okay, so 3 low kicks kills an enemy. Might be overpowered a little bit. Maybe. Just the way I like it. This is crazy. Oh, toasty, huh? Take that. Okay, and it looks like Kintaro has no fatalities. However, I do know that all the other characters that are the hidden characters do have actual fatalities added to this game. So that's pretty cool. It's neat to see how they've added the sound for the music and the stages from Mortal Kombat 1. And to me, I think the colors do look better in this than the actual Genesis version. I think it has something to do with the way the chips are on the card itself. It's pretty neat. Fight. So let's see if we can find out some of his powers. Down, up. Oh, I think that was his teleport. Yep. Crunch. Awesome. I'm not sure how to do his fireball yet. I know he's got one. Alright, let's try it on another character. Got Jade. So I'm going to play as 2 players this time, and I'm going to try and pick a couple of players, maybe go back and forth to show off kind of some of their new moves and stuff. So I know Noob has a... Oh, look at that. That's cool. It's like a shadow freeze. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so it's got the dark freeze, and then he's got... If you forward high punch, it does that. That's pretty cool. What else moves he's got? Very neat. Noob Saibot's a really cool character. I'm glad they added him to this. It's pretty neat. It's kind of funny, back in the day, I used to play Mortal Kombat 2 every day in the arcades. And it was really interesting because there were so many rumors about what, like, hidden stuff in the game. Like, there were all kinds of rumors like, oh, you can play as Kano, you can play as Sonya, or you can play as Kintaro, you can play as Shao Kahn. There were ways of doing it. You know, there were all these animalities actually were a rumor back in the day, and it was pretty funny how all that stuff has come to fruition. But we would have killed to be able to play as Kintaro in Mortal Kombat 2. It was awesome. Or Shao Kahn, that would have been neat. Or even any of the other hidden characters, it'd be awesome. There were so many different rumors, it's crazy. While I'm killing Liu Kang here, I do have a funny story. So So back when I was going to the arcade every day and playing Mortal Kombat 2, what I would do is I would print off a ton of sheets that had every character's moves and fatalities, and I'd go to the arcades to sell them. I sold them for about $1 a piece. Back then, $1 a piece was fine because there were tons of people who wanted those sheets, and I was making some pretty good money at it. It was not too bad. And then one day I went to the mall and I started selling these sheets for $1 a piece, and the owner of the store, or the manager of the store, came up and was talking to me, and he pulled me aside and said, "Oh, you can't sell those things here." So we were like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, sorry, you can't be making money here." And I was like, "I guess it makes sense." He's like, "I'm gonna have to walk you out." Like, okay. I was like, "Really? You're gonna walk us out for that?" Anyway, so he walks us out. We get to the front of the arcade, and then he's like, "How much are those things?" I said, "They're $1." And so he ended up buying one off of us. It was awesome. So it was pretty cool. That was a really funny story. Like, wow. So one of the big reasons why I wanted to play as Kintaro, especially at this part, is because I want to show you off a couple new things that they actually added to the game. So right now, playing Kintaro, since 3 low kicks kill somebody, all you have to do is do low kicks, and all of a sudden you get to play the hidden character. Well, it turns out they've actually changed the hidden characters in this game. There's one hidden character, and look who it is. It's Ermac! And he is a palette swap of Reptile. As basically Smoke is a palette swap of Scorpion, and Noob Saibot is a palette swap of Sub-Zero, so they came up with Ermac to be the palette swap of Reptile. Really cool, man. Very cool. If you think about it, you know, Ermac in the other game has the power ball that he shoots. Just, I mean, it's different than Reptiles, but it's similar functionality. Take that. Oh, I gotta hit him with 4 kicks. Oh man, he's up. Anyway, he's dead. Cheating! My way to the top.
You will die. Round 1. Fight. You will die.
It's kind of funny. They're just kind of like kind of just barely punching each other. That's hilarious because they're so both overpowered. They're just. That's funny.
You will die. Round 2. Fight.
So I am showing off. What I basically want to do is I want to show off basically the that each one of the new characters actually has an ending. So you'll get a chance to see that here in a second for Kintaro. Kintaro wins. So you can see each one of the characters, including the new one, has like all the new characters have a story, you know, that you can see at the end. Now you're going to see all the fatalities. Like they show off all the new fatalities, including for all the new people. So I'm going to skip ahead, and I'll show you guys each one of the fatalities for the new people, just so you can see them. So here's one of Smoke's. Oh, he goes inside of them and busts out. It's basically kind of like Shang Tsung's, where he goes kind of up the nose type fatality. It's a good one for Smoke. Noob Saibot. Oh, it's like the Sub-Zero's freeze ball. So it's like a shadow ball. All right. Let's see if they get any more creative. Jade. Okay, that was a cool new one. It's kind of a take on Kung Lao's split him in half. That's actually a really cool one. I like that. So here's more. Oh, he's got Scorpion's spear fatality. Okay, he is a clone of Scorpion, so sure, why not? We got Noob. Noob's the other one. Okay, that was a weird one. So the shadow just comes up, kicks him, and he explodes. That's alright. I mean, I guess you gotta do something, right? So Jade should be next. What is Jade's second fatality?
Finish him.
Oh, weird. So it's kind of like Katana's, But so basically what she does, she kisses them, and when they start to blow up, like expand, she punches them and they explode. Okay. Okay, so one of the two other things that they added to this game, you'll see, they added brutalities, which is pretty neat. I mean, that's pretty cool. Brutalities didn't show up until, I think it was Mortal Kombat Trilogy, I think. So there were brutalities, and they also added, oh, that's right, they also added combo systems to the game, too. So you can do combos in the game, so. I won't ruin the rest of it. They do have friendships and babalities as well, but I'll let you guys play that if you want to and check them out. But I will say this, overall I think the game itself is really fun. I've never played the Genesis version of Mortal Kombat 2, but if I had started with this one, it would probably be one of my favorites because it does a lot of stuff that's really good. So I am really impressed with this game. I think the sound sounds okay. I think the graphics look really good. All the secret stuff and the fact that you can play as all the hidden characters plus the bosses, I think is a fantastic version of Mortal Kombat 2. I would say that any downsides, I think the controller's a little weird. Other than that, I think everything else works out pretty good. I would probably give this a retrograde of probably an A-. Retrograde A-, I think is more than fair. This is a fantastic version of Mortal Kombat 2. Again, I think if I had a home system and if I had seen all of them together, I think this one would have been my favorite. But that being a hack, it's still really good, really cool. We'll leave a link to the hack down in the description, and I guess we'll get on to the next game. Okay, so let's get started with Ultimate Mortal Kombat Trilogy. So this hack is actually like it turns the game into like a 10 megabyte file, which is pretty crazy. But Ultimate Mortal Kombat Trilogy, you see they've got an animated intro. It looks really good. There's no knowledge. There's not power. Is there though? We'll find it. Cabal presents. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Nice little intro screen. Let's just get into the game though, right? You've chosen. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, we got start game. We got options. I'm not sure what's in the options, but let's just go ahead and start the game. So you've got the standard Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, where you can play 1 player, 2-on-2, or an 8-player tournament. Let's just do Mortal Kombat 1 player. And you can see from the screen, this is crazy. There are a ton of characters. You've got all your Mortal Kombat 3 characters. You've got the hidden characters from Mortal Kombat 3. That's really cool. All the hidden characters. They also have Rain, and they've got Chameleon. You can see when you swap back and forth, it turns into Chameleon here. Oh, and they also have the girl Chameleon up in the upper right-hand corner. It's not Jade. You can see she starts changing colors. Yeah, that's the girl Chameleon. Then you've got your Mortal Kombat 2 characters. You've got all the Mortal Kombat 2 characters. That's really cool. You got Shao Kahn. You got Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 Shao Kahn, Motaro, Kintaro, Goro. Here's more Mortal Kombat 2 characters, Smoke and Noob. And then you've got your Mortal Kombat 1 characters too. So you've got the whole cast of those guys. Oh, there's Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat Trilogy. That's cool. That's Jade. Mortal Kombat 1 Reptile. Awesome. Shang Tsung. And, oh, that's weird. Shiva's down here at the bottom. I wonder what that's about. I have no idea what that is. Maybe it's random? I'm going to check it out real quick. If I'm just a skull, this is going to be really disappointing.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, I'm noob.
Okay, win. Victory.
Okay. I guess it's like an instant death thing? Oh, look at that. Liu Kang, the Mortal Kombat 1 Liu Kang's fatality. That was pretty cool. But that's weird. I wonder why they would put that in there. It's Genesis. I don't ask. Anyway. Sorry, Ralph. Alright. So let's do something that's different. You know what? I'm going to play as Chameleon. Let's see what happens. I will say this. The one thing I really like about Chameleon in this game is that Chameleon, it's not like the one in actual Mortal Kombat Trilogy where you have to wait until you turn it to the specific like you can literally do all the moves of all the ninjas right off the bat. You don't have to wait. That's really cool. Look at that. Take lightning. Oh, spit.
Chameleon wins. Round 2, fight.
That is so cool. I think Chameleon's probably going to be my favorite character just because you've got all the moves of all the ninjas right at your fingertips. Immediately, you don't have to wait. I have no idea what the fatalities are. I have no idea. But how cool is that? Chameleon is awesome. And the girl chameleon works exactly the same way. Take that, KO! Oh, that was cool. I'm telling you, it's almost unfair. You've got all the powers of the ninjas right at your fingertips. Why would you play as any other ninja? I'm just curious. Come on. Oh, he doesn't have range back roundhouse. Chameleon's awesome. Let's try another character though. Okay, so I did random and it picked me as Mortal Kombat 1 Raiden. So let's see how it plays. It's 2 Shao Kahns. There's 2 Shao Kahns! What? Oh, it starts me off against Motaro. That's not fair at all. Let's see if I can cheat him. Oh boy. Okay, Mortal Kombat 1 Raiden may be broken. We'll find out. What if this ladder is nothing but bosses? Wow! Ooh. Okay, that was a cool fatality. It's just the same. It works the same as his Mortal Kombat 1 fatality. It's forward, back, high punch. So that's pretty cool. Something new. See, that's one thing I love about this Mortal Kombat trilogy game. Both the Mortal Kombat games, everything is new. Everything is new. It's amazing some of the stuff they've programmed into these games, and it makes everything so much fresh, so brand new. So this game basically has endings to all the characters, and like I said, it's a 10 megabyte ROM file, which is crazy. I mean, that's crazy big for even for a Genesis game. But they've got all endings. As a matter of fact, if you let the intro run, you'll see intros for all the characters, including the Mortal Kombat 1 characters and Mortal Kombat 2 characters. So that's a nice little touch that's to be added. It's pretty cool. Smoke is absolutely one of my favorite characters. I'm going to try and take on the first Shao Kahn. Okay, I guess I gotta fight 2 Shao Kahn. I can't even imagine what's on the next Endurance. It's gonna be like that.
You are not Shao Kahn wins. Round 2, fight.
Yeah, Shao Kahn's gonna show mercy. One of Shao Kahn's fatalities. I'm gonna go ahead and concede here because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to beat Shao Kahn. I'm gonna leave that here, but I will say this: I'll go ahead and give this thing a retro grade. I think for the graphics look okay. Do I think they look as good as the other one? It's debatable. I think the fact that they have all the characters in here is an amazing feat. That you have all those characters. I think it would have been really awesome to see this kind of game for on Super Nintendo. I think I would be interested in seeing how they would have done something like this. But the sounds really good, really good. The characters look really good. The fact that they all have new fatalities and things like that is awesome. So with this one, I'm probably going to give this one a retro grade of an A. They're both really good. Both of these are fantastic. We'll leave the links to this one down below as well. But I highly suggest you get a chance to play either one of these. These are going to be a blast to play. I'm telling you, they're really, really good. So they put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into this. Kudos on whoever it is that did this, but amazing stuff. So, and that's going to wrap things up for today's Ralph's Retrospect. I do want to say, you guys definitely would need to be here for next week's Ralph's Retrospect. We have something special lined up. Seriously, I cannot wait to tell you guys what it is. It's going to be amazing. You are definitely not going to want to miss this. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys on the next Ralph's Retrospect. See ya.